Welcome back to Middle Earth. We are once again playing Dawnless Days, and this one starts off with a glorious sally out. Look at this, guys. We got elves charging in against the runic forces, and they are just pouring out of this city. This is one way to start the video, and we also have infantry now following up with the cav to just meet the Easterlings in this big open field. Well, I guess, yeah, big open area. Elves charging in with everything they have to try to get the Easterlings unorganized. And let's just take a breather here. Let's slow down this battle for a second. Why are the Easterlings sallying out? Well, the reason is because this is technically a 2v2, and they have split up their armies in 4 groups. So we've got the other, well, actually this is Gondor. So Gondor's over here, and then this half over here is the elves. So we got the elves, and then finally Gondor again over on this side in the trees. I don't think they realize they're in here with ladders. So it is going to be a micro mess here for the good guys, right? For the attackers, because they have forces everywhere. And that is why the Easterlings are charging in and trying to overwhelm this force, because they're trying to take it out. Defeat in detail, right? They're trying to take out a small force with a big force. Hopefully they can do it quickly and then move over to other parts of the battle where they're needed. But yeah, what a great start to this. So in case you were wondering, we have the elves in Gondor. So what elves exactly? I think it's not the Lothlorian elves, is it? It's the, I don't know. It's, why am I drawing a blank? Okay, it is the Lothlorian elves. I double checked, but yeah, on the defense, we've got evil forces. We got Rune, and then we have Dol Guldur. Now Dol Guldur is mostly inside his city defending. Rune also still has some units inside as well. It looks like Rune, yeah, here's Dol Guldur. But yeah, they're gonna stay inside these beautiful castle walls while the elves advance forward with their siege equipment. This is really tough. Again, this is the same player that's fighting on the other side. They have to micro so much. This is why it's always better to keep your armies together, because it's going to be very difficult to try to maintain this. I mean, this is disaster over here as well. They've got their forces surrounded by the Easterlings, I believe. Yeah, they've got them surrounded. So that is just disaster for these troops. They only have 31 kills. This is a really good unit, and they're kind of missing out on getting even more kills. Is Dol Guldur in the mix too? No. Actually, yeah, Dol Guldur is sallying out as well. So they're kind of double teaming here, and they have utterly crushed. Look at this. The archers trying to hold their ground, trying to chip up these runic warlords. They have crushed the pointy-eared bastards with a well-timed, excellent sally-out attack. So I love that. I love the aggressive play, and they saw an opportunity, and we even got some lag here, classic Dawnless Days. But they've moved in, and they wiped them out. Is that enough to win the battle? No, but it's definitely put some issues for the attackers, right? It's what does that mean? Put some issues. It's made it difficult for them, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Gondor has begun the assault on this wall as well, taking on some phantoms. I don't know how good these guys are, but yeah, taking them on, trying to push, trying to have a good fight. We've got some archers in the back here opening fire, Athelian rangers firing over the walls, supporting their infantry as they fight it out. I think the archers are mostly focusing on the orc archers, which he's doing a good job of killing these Mirkwood trackers. A decent archer unit for Dol Guldur, but they are getting pelted pretty hard. So yeah, the fight continues on. It rages on, and they even got the gate knocked down as well. But are they going to charge through it? Well, actually, no, it's not knocked down, but it will be soon. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, okay. They've got it. Yeah, they're going to charge through, though, and they're going to run into pikes and most likely get burnt up by oil. Not a great situation for these brave men. Yeah, that stings. I wouldn't even bother charging this unit. I would move up some archers and just fire into the gap. More Gondor soldiers pushing up this way as well, trying to take control of these walls, but they're being pelted by defending archers. More Mirkwood trackers laying down the hate on this Gondor infantry. But even though they are getting pelted, they still fight on and are actually seeing some success. They are crushing this initial defense, this I can't even say it, Guldor Glaives. There you go, and they're going to keep pushing. How much longer can they go? Who knows? Who knows? Let's go over to this side. Let's go see the fight continue on over here. It looks like this is going to be even tougher of an attack for these good guys, for these elves, because there's so many defenders here. They're getting some great volleys there with their javies. They do have some reserves back here. They kind of desperately need to push these guys up. They've got a lot of good infantry. They need the support. Maybe he's going to wait for a better opportunity. Let's not forget that Gondor has their sneaky force. They have ladders and they're pushing around. I love this tactic. This is really smart. He put his ladders in the trees and they're coming in. But, the servants of the eye, they see all around them. And the Cav is they've gotten wind. I was hoping that they would be able to sneak in without the players seeing. Because that is a good spot to do that, guys. To sneak in and maybe back cap or get behind some of these forces. But a lot of the Sally Out troops that pushed out, they're now coming back in. And they're going to confront Gondor, who has a sizable force in the streets right now. He just needs to set them up. Maybe leave the archers up in the walls. Fire down those archers on that Cav. Try to take out that Cav, because that is a deadly, deadly force. Let's head back over here. This is like the main assault here. This is the bloody battle of justice. Swordsmen, once again, closing in. This looks very promising for Gondor. Very, very promising. They are definitely chipping away at these defenders up on these walls. And if they keep at it, they should get some momentum here. Because the Gondor infantry, generally speaking, the evil infantry, the orcs, they're not as good as, say, the good guys, elves, dwarves, men. But what they have in terms of advantage is numbers. And yeah, here we go. We still get a little bit of lag here. It's a big battle that's going on right now. Let's see. We got a flank here of Mirkwood trackers. They assume they're out of ammo, getting only 21 kills. 21 kills. That is pathetic. That's pitiful. But now they're trying to help the pikes with a little bit of a flank presence. Got a big old axeman here. Oh, look at him go. Oh, man. Oh, and that causes them to retreat because they still have ammo. So that must have been a mistake there, a micro mistake of sending those Mirkwood trackers, but it's too late now. Now the axemen smell blood like a great white in the reef, smelling blood, charging in. I don't know what I'm even talking about. But yeah, they're charging in. Heads are rolling. Good job by Gondor. But Gondor needs to keep putting down the pain and flank around these pikes, because they can rack up some kills. The pikes have 53 kills. Uh-oh. They've had enough. The trolls are going in to support the pikes. They don't want to lose control of this gate. And they're trying to stop the chaos and trying to stop the bleeding. All this advancing angry men charging in, and this is definitely going to be a problem for Gondor. A big time problem. All right, so let's head back over to this side of the fight. We've got some sentries closing in. They're going to try to flank around the elves here, because the elves have made some ground here. Let's see. Yes, they have pushed up their reserves. So we got some really good reserves here. But honestly, I feel like they should probably skirt over and help Gondor. I just don't see them having enough forces to take this over. Who knows? They might. But there's some healthy units here that have not seen much action, and I just think there's just too much for the attackers. Let's go to the other side. Let's see how Gondor's doing. Gondor is just making a back-to-back defense here, as in, like, he's defending this side and then this side. He's just trying to hold on. He's trying to hold on. And look at this cheeky maneuver by the bad guys. The Easterlings, and I think it's all just Easterlings. They have flanked around and are now using the ladders against the attackers. That is unfortunate. That is a huge play right there. I didn't even really think about that. So that was great. That's almost too smart for the bad guys. You know what I mean? Like, the bad guys, the reason they're so good is that they just have brute force. But the Easterlings are smart. You know, they are smart. They're not like orcs, so it wouldn't be too surprising to see them come up with a cheeky little clever strategy like that one, where Gondor now is experiencing a lot of death, a lot of pain, and yeah, the army is on the verge of collapsing. You can see they're trying to maintain here. He's got to get these warriors. Now, these guys, these axemen, have a really solid charge bonus. They've got a really solid charge bonus, so we'll see what they do, but I think they're just going to stay by the wall and defend because they're going to be coming down from the wall. Now Gondor is trying to fight on. I mean, they've got a chance, right? But it's not looking great. It's not looking great, especially with this flanking maneuver. And they've got archers over here, which can climb up the ladders and get some good vantage points and fire down on Gondor. They're already firing. And yeah, that's going to be painful. Oh, that's rough. Right in the back of those Citadel Guard. An excellent unit that is getting absolutely toast. No, let's go this way and see how the assault is turning. It looks like it's turning the other way, guys. Dol Guldur is maintaining the walls as we speak. We've got some trolls, probably the same trolls. Yep, they have almost 100 kills, guys. How many of those kills were orcs? We don't know, but probably not a lot. And it was probably mostly humans. And 100 kills. They have 100 kills. And this has just been disaster for Gondor. They had a nice little moment there. You know, they broke through the gates. They pushed back on the walls. But as soon as those trolls showed up to the gate, it completely changed the momentum of this fight over here. The balance of power is now slightly, ever so slightly, in favor of the defenders. So that is a very concerning sign for the attackers. I mean, obviously, you got to have the advantage because you're attacking, and they've got an uphill battle to climb. I mean, literally, because they have to climb upward to get to the victory point. But yeah, and then see they're collapsing over here, guys. But never underestimate the elves. Even when they have few troops, they are very strong, very powerful. So we'll see what they can do to try to turn this around. It's not impossible, guys. It's definitely going to be a challenge. And it's going to come down to what can the elves do here? How can they defeat in detail? They need to try to find advantage somewhere. They have to find a good spot to set up archers, a good spot to set up infantry. They've got to find a weakness in this defense if they want any chance of winning. I think their best plan is to link up with Gondor. I mean, even if Gondor's kind of struggling here, they still have a decently sized force. So they could try and link up with Gondor and work together. But at the same time, that's also going to make it a possibility for the bad guys, the defenders, to link up together and defend. That was nice little defense here. We got some elite units trying to fight off these trolls. Oh, yeah. Gondor desperately trying their dangest to kill the trolls. Who knows? If they can kill the trolls, there might be a chance that they can, you know, turn this around. The trolls, I feel like, are the only thing that's really keeping them alive. They are moving some axemen up the tower, it looks like. Oh man, reinforcements are closing in from the baddies. We got Servants of the Eye coming over to support, going in with a epic cav charge. Oh, they couldn't really land a charge there because their infantry's closed in on both sides. Look at them. Look at them duking it out. Oh man, it's so cool. It's just something so cool about to see that, you know, the infantry packed in tight together and they're just being towered over by the trolls. That's nice. Very nice. Let's head back over to this side where the elves have to pull off something here. Now that all the reinforcements are headed over to that Gondorian side, the elves have to do something here to turn this one around, and it seems like they're just going to commit all of their forces into the gate. I don't know how I feel about that. I think this is a meat grinder that they can't afford to do. They need to get their archers somehow, somewhere where they can put down supporting fire. Here we go. We got some sword. What are these? Sword warriors. Where are their archers? They got some archers here and here at the gate. So I think they're going to try to fire through the gate. But I think they should go up this tower. I think they should go up the tower and maybe try to hold. I know they could easily send up infantry up there to defend, but yeah, they're breaking some of the defenders. But I don't think it's enough here, guys. I don't think it's enough. Let's see, the Twilight Guard. I think they're going to try to find an angle here. So they might go like right here and then fire over the walls into the defenders. This could be good. This could be good. They desperately need that. The balance of power is getting worse and worse, guys. Let's go back to Gondor. Let's see how they're playing. Yeah. Still charging in everything they have to take care of these trolls. These trolls have 318 kills, and they've only lost one troll. Guys, what a mess. I feel like the trolls are just too strong in this game. I don't know. Every time I see them, I'm sure there's a weakness to them, like skirmishers, javelins, or something that can kill these trolls. But yeah, tragic sight indeed for the brave men of Gondor, who are just getting walloped, getting smashed, getting pushed, getting crushed, getting stabbed, and yeah, there's just nothing they can do. Got some infantry putting up a good fight here, but obviously it's not going to be enough. Let's see what the elves can do. Maybe the elves can turn this around. They've got their archers in position. Are they opening fire? What are they firing at? It looks like they're looking this way. What are they doing? I guess they were firing at some infantry over here. This is not your concern. That's not your issue as of right now. You also have your general up there, which he needs to get near the front line. And Haldir, put Haldir in there. Come on, get him in there. All right, what are the archers doing? They need to make a decision here. They're just kind of walking around and losing the opportunity to support their infantry. And this is a big blob they could be firing into to save their infantry. At least give them hope. They're trying. I believe oh no, the archers went back now. There we go. Now they're firing. They gotta fire over the walls, past the tower, and they're trying to hit these Dogeldor blades, or Goldor blades. They're trying, but I just feel like it's too late. They took too long. The archers, you might as well just send them up on this wall and then send them up here, and they can get a really good angle there. But he missed that opportunity, and now the elven infantry is being pushed back, disintegrated. So we've got about less than 3 minutes left in this battle. I think it's quite clear that the attackers are not going to take this one. It's a pretty decisive battle. Here's two things that I think would have made this battle go a little bit smoother. They've got some cav over here. They've got Knights of the Silver Swan. That's pretty epic. But there's two things that could have gone better for the attackers. I think they should have left their armies together. So Gondor here, I guess if you want to do the elves over here. Honestly, yeah, okay, you could do that. Elves over here, Gondor here. Or you attack with men here, elves here. You don't have to attack at the gate, guys. The gates are highly defensive positions. I mean, look at how this one's set up. It goes inward because it allows archers to fire down at the flank of the men pushing the ram up. So I think it would have been a better idea to attack here roughly and here. And I like their sneaky attack with Gondor. I thought that was pretty clever. Maybe they could have done that again, but he should have waited. Waited until much later in the battle than when he did before. I think if he did that, he could have actually gotten a pretty good sneak attack on the defenders because they'd be so focused on defending over here. It doesn't mean they wouldn't have seen it. They probably would have, but the question is too, like, if you're really fighting hard over here and they're gonna have to now peel troops back away from this fight to deal with the sneaky flank force, that's definitely gonna open up some opportunities on the attack. So that would have been my strategy. I never, in 99% of the time, I never like it when armies split up into smaller groups because one, it makes it harder for you to support your army. You know, it's better to keep everyone together. Two, the micro gets insanely difficult. Even as is, when you're leading one big force, is a lot of micro. But now you're like fighting over here, and then you have to quickly go over here and fight over here, and then you got to click over here and fight here. That is why the defenders sallied out, and it was so successful. Now we got the Swan Knights who are just breaking before they could even get into the fight, which is unfortunate because they're such an expensive unit. To use them so late like this, only for them to break, is just a waste of money and opportunity. So that's a huge loss. And then the elves are not going to have the stomach to fight. So yeah, they're not. So they're going to probably break here at any second. And this was a solid defense, a defeat, a victory in detail, basically. They really focused down that one elven force, took them out, and that really it laid out the momentum. Basically, it destroyed the momentum for the attackers, and a shorter battle because of that sally out. Honestly, this was a great fight. I enjoyed it. It wasn't extremely close. It wasn't too terribly long. But it had an interesting sally out dynamic. It had something I've never really seen before. Well, I've kind of seen it, but them splitting up their armies in two, so 4 different armies. It was interesting, but I don't think it was a good idea. Let's end the replay and look at the results. So I believe this was sent in by Saul, if I'm not mistaken. Or it could be Paulowski. Thank you nonetheless to all the players who played in this. Thank you for the battle replay. This was a lot of fun. I'm always looking for Dawnless days, replays, you know, multiplayer battles. If you got any, please send them my way to my Discord. I'm always looking for anything interesting. The trolls were a big part of this defense, getting almost 400 kills. That is an insane amount of kills, especially considering the cost of most of these units are so expensive. So look at these Swan Knights getting 4 kills and 0 kills. Guys, do you understand how expensive Swan Knights are? And to only get 4 kills out of 2 units is really bad. Now imagine if he instead got 3 units of more swordsmen, or 3 more units of Citadel Guard, or he would have... Not saying he would have won, but he definitely would have gotten more kills. But yeah, this was a great fight. Good job with the archers, though, all racking up a ton of kills. So that was cool to see. And then the elves here, it's a pretty even spread that it's not too impressive. I guess the archers did pretty decent, but yeah, that's going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, as always, for watching, supporting, liking, sharing, subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield.